Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, Mario got a humble job as a bellhop. Today though, he's going to be upgrading. He is going to become an entrepreneur. More on that in a bit. First things first, let's go ahead and head in here. I'm kind of curious how much stuff we've got in our storage so far. Not as much stuff as I thought, actually. Got 9 mushrooms and 2 Coca-Colas. I felt like I had more than that. Oh well. We'll be getting even more soon enough. So let's see here. First thing I'm going to do is... well, let's actually just go straight to Marymore. We are going to the inn again. Because while watching a video about Mario RPG secrets, I learned something interesting. And something that I'm going to take advantage of. So, first things first, there is the question of this goodie bag. The question being, does it ever spawn more than 1 coin if you repeatedly use it? Well, after using it in battle over 100 times, I can definitely say that no, it never spawns more than 1 coin per use. It is much more useful to just sell it, and we can sell it for 555 coins. Along with that, we are going to go ahead and sell our current stash of Coca-Colas. They are worth 200 coins each. And then from there, I'm going to go back to Mario's pad and retrieve the other Coca-Colas. And we'll be selling those. So... apparently you can't just select the item, you have to press X to retrieve the max amount. So if you only wanted to take a few, you can't. Well, this assuming that you didn't only have a few to gather. Point is, if I only wanted, say, 1, I can't. But there's really no reason not to take the max amount. But with these Coca-Colas in hand, I'm going to go ahead and sell those as well. For another 400 coins. It is so nice that you can hold more than 999 coins. Now, we are going to stay in the suite. Yes, again. But I'm not going to do the thing I did last time. In fact, just to be on the safe side, I am not going to spend the night at all. I'm just going to pay to use the room. Wait. You have stayed here a few times? 3 times, something like that? In order to show our appreciation, we are proud to present you with this special commemorative gift. Here you go. A flower jar. Didn't know about that. We thank you very much. Like always, the bellhop shall guide your way. Please enjoy your stay. Cool. Please make yourself at home. Don't really need the tour anymore. We're quite used to the place. I guess I'll go ahead and give you a tip. Alright, so, here's what we're going to do. I'm thirsty. Here's the menu. Coca-Cola, 150 coins. They sell for 200. One moment, please. I'm pretty sure this is the bellhop that is standing outside of the suite, rather than the one from downstairs. Here you are, sir. Looks you want a tip. It, it's not much. Give me another, please. I'm feeling generous. This bellhop is going to be able to afford a good meal thanks to my entrepreneuring. So how much am I spending for the tip? Let's see, buy another Coca-Cola will drop me down to 150. I think the tip is 10 coins. That goes to storage. Yep, 10 coins each. So, one more just real quick, and we'll compare. Alright, we're down to 730 coins. I didn't think of it at the time. I should have paid attention to how many coins I started with before I started selling the Coca-Colas. But we can do a little bit of math. I sold the Coca-Colas for 200 each. I sold 5 of them. That gave me 1,000 gold. On second thought, no, I can't do the math. But I'm gaining a 40 coin tip, or 40 coin profit off of every Coca-Cola. Minus 5 is 200. Or, wait. I lost my train of thought. Tip. Hold on. Excuse me, I need to get my train of thought back. Let me start that over. So I sold 5 Coca-Colas for 200 each. Bought them each for 150. That's a profit of 50 each minus the tip. It's actually a profit of 40 each. Times 5 is 200. So we've gained a profit of 200, except for the fact that we paid 200 in order to get up here. But what that means is buying more Coca-Colas and selling those will be all profit. So let's see how many extras we can buy here. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. I can afford another. That's 4. So for a profit of 40 each, I have come out of this with a profit of 160 coins. And if I was willing to take the time right now, I could sell all of these Coca-Colas to start with a bigger amount of money, and then buy more Coca-Colas and come out with an even bigger profit. So there is an interesting way to make some extra money. Now, let me go ahead and actually get this profit by leaving first. I'll sell the current 3 Coca-Colas that I am holding. Then go to my storage to grab 3 more and sell one of those. And so, having sold those 4 extra Coca-Colas, I now am sitting at 890 coins. That ain't bad. Alright, next on my to-do list, now that I can afford to do this, we'll go ahead and buy this nurture ring for Princess Peach. Now the nurture ring, as I pointed out before, it's described poorly. I mean, looking at its stats, it looks like all it's going to do is debuff her. The description only says overflowing with the power of love. What the game is not telling you is that it grants her a 50% immunity against elemental attacks. And there's another benefit that there is to this thing, which I will get to momentarily. For that, we will go ahead and fast travel our way to Moleville. Good to see you again. I'll show you my inventory. Oh, wait, never mind. He doesn't have his extra inventory yet. Eventually, he'll have something that will make use of the nurture ring. Now let's see here, I have 745 coins right now. Yeah, I have to agree. Why didn't they fix the descriptions of some of these items? I mean, they did for one item. That item being... I don't think I have one. No, I don't have one. The Fright Bomb. In the original game, the Fright Bomb's description implied that it hit multiple enemies when it only attacked one enemy. That was fixed here. So why is it that items such as that amulet or the nurture ring aren't fixed to describe what it is they actually do? Because there's no indication that they have those elemental resistances. And that is lame. Maddie points out that the description of the nurture ring at least hints at the secondary benefit of the ring. True, true. the original description was, you'll win her heart with this. Well, in this case, it's not so much the description, so much as the name of the item, changing from Betub to Nurture. But again, more on that once we are able to acquire the item that will be appearing here in the shop. Now let's see here, do I want to spend 500 coins on more fireworks right now? I'm trying to decide. Because I do need to buy more fireworks, but I also want to save this money for a rare item that I will only have a limited amount of time to buy up in the next town. Yeah, I'll hold off for now and see how much money I'm carrying by the time I reach that point. For now, first things first, the question of fast travel. It was pointed out that fast travel makes this method a lot faster of doing the entrepreneur thing, since I can warp back and forth to Mario's house. Would I have done that in the original game? I don't know. Since I would have had to manually make my way back and forth, it would have been a little bit more time-consuming. Though at the same time, in the original game, I would have been able to carry more Coca-Colas at a time. I wouldn't be limited to only 3 in my inventory. Though then again, I would have been limited by my inventory because inventory space was limited. So eventually I would have just been able to reach the point where I would just simply not be able to carry any more Coca-Colas, period, because there was no storage to send them to. So this entrepreneuring secret is definitely a lot more useful in this remake, thanks to fast travel and storage. But enough about that. It's time to finally progress the game. So by the way, earlier in the game, we needed to retrieve a cricket pie from the shop in the Mushroom Kingdom. If you did not retrieve the cricket pie yet, this is as far as you can go. You cannot progress the game from this point until after you bring happiness back to Frogfucius by bringing him a cricket pie. But we already did that, so let's do this. And this is now an actual cutscene. Originally, you come back at this point and he just tells us where to go next. Hey Grandpa, have you heard anything about the star pieces? Well, if it isn't Mallow! I do have the latest news about falling stars, in fact. A large star has been sighted on Star Hill. Wow, even Gino gets to be a part of this cutscene. I want to say, in the original game, it took a long while before Gino was actually part of the story after Mole Mountain. Like, he never showed up during Booster Hill. No, wait, no. He did show up during the gathering at the Mushroom Kingdom. But besides that, as I said before, this game is making a lot more use of these characters and these cutscenes, and I approve. It does seem likely that a star piece would fall there. We should go explore Star Hill right away. Okay, off to Star Hill. And I cannot fast travel to a place I have not visited yet, so I'm gonna go there manually. And welcome, my friends, to World 5. Although looking at the fast travel list, these areas do have actual names now. I'll have to check that out as soon as we enter this place. But oh boy, look at all this. Look at this. There's a town there. And I mean, the town was there on the world map in the original game, but now in the original game, this town was a lot simpler looking. Whereas now we actually see the town as it actually looks, instead of just a couple of buildings. And there's an actual cave here that we'll be going to. And of course there's the ship down here where, that's a thing. I am 90% certain that you could not see a tentacle down here in the original game. Although you could certainly see a wrecked ship. Meanwhile, there is the star of the show, Star Hill, which looks a little bit less like a bouncy children's toy than it did in the original game, though it still has quite the unique shape. What I'm really curious about, though, is what this place looks like once we're actually in it. So 900% better. That's what this place looks like. Like, wow. Oh gosh, wow. Okay, first things first, it did not have the beams of moonlight shining down in the original game. Second, I don't recall there being much to see outside of these little mounds. Third, the original area was definitely a bunch of mounds, but it was all the same mound. All identical, just placed next to each other. Whereas now, it actually looks more organic. This is really nice. And what's my opinion on the remastered music? Hold on. Better. It is a little quieter than the original, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is more mystical now, rather than, well, I would say a quiet mystical instead of an in-your-face mystical. That's a good way of putting it. To Marymar. Talk to the flower and the star gate will open. To Star Hill, which we are actually already at, but, oh hey, those are the stars that we can pop out of the toad assist that can cause a star attack over there. We can't actually go over there, though. It's like a sea of stars that we're next to. I'm not really sure if that's the intent, but I mean, we can't walk on it, so that's the description I'm going with. Rumble, because of course there's a rumble. This is Star Hill. Wishes, which were transformed at the Star Road, fall to here. But some wishes that haven't been granted yet are falling because Smithy destroyed the Star Road. Frogfucius mentioned a star piece on this hill. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, gotta love these real-time shadows. Oh, I'm not catching up to that guy. Wish I had some cricket jam. There's going to be a bunch of wishes like this one here at Star Hill. And all of them we can connect to a character and potentially make come true ourselves. This is a wish from Frogfucius, and we will indeed find some cricket jam for him. These star flowers are a little more organic now in how they light up. And we got enemies, including Sackets. We need to take care of those things before they run. Let's do that with a triple move, potentially. Starry Shell Spike. A spinning shell charged with star power hits all enemies hard. Okie dokie. No! Oh, okay, good. They didn't all run. Okay, not as powerful as I expected. Alright, Peach, you got a new weapon. Use it. Got one of them at least. And Bowser levels up. And now we get to see Peach's dance. Alright, what can we do with Bowser? Not much of a boost to attack or magic. 4 points is decent for HP. Let's go ahead and do this. And yeah, we finally got the full team on this screen. Up. Come here, come here! Ah! He'll be back. There was a groundhog. Prairie dog? Prairie dog. We'll see another one of those, too. Here it is. Alright, we need to bring in Mallow. A Throfer? That definitely was not called a Throfer in the original game. But that's a decent substitute, I guess, because it is a gopher, not a prairie dog, apparently. A gopher that throws. What was it called in the original game? I gotta look that up. Throfer. They were originally called Muku Muku. Or maybe just Muku. That's what I thought. So, kind of an untranslated name. Anyway, what's on your mind? The timing. Hold that thought. Oh, gosh, that was a faster attack than normal. There's a throwing. Why do you have that attack? Oh good, it's weak. You know what, on second thought, let's go after the gecko so we can go after it. $92 HP. The red one, huh? What happened to the green guy? That's a good question. There's actually a screenshot of the beta version of this game in which Luigi can be seen at a banquet with various characters, including Valentina. More on her later. Alright, now the Throfer. Weak to fire. Why are you picking on me? Well, now I feel kind of bad. Not a Peach. Oh, thank goodness. short timing on that. Whack a throper. And Pulsar. What are you weak against? Fire. By the stars, you'll regret hitting me. Yeah, they have instant death if you attack them physically. So, don't do that. Instead, we'll just throw fire. I hope my baby's cute. I'm fairly certain that this is to do with the Yoshis, considering that's the only location I can think of where babies are going to be appearing. Can't wait to start a family. Raz and Rainy, totally. I wish I weren't such a crybaby. This one's private! Who do you think you are, spying on other people's wishes? Come on, our quest for the star pieces is important. Everyone's counting on us. We've got to hurry. Sorry about that. It's just that I'm embarrassed about my wish. In the original game, Mallow popped into Mario's body and then popped back out to say this line. And yeah, you are definitely doing fine. You haven't cried since Tadpole Pond. Come here, you. Hold that thought. No, don't turn on me. Alright, found all the star flowers for this door. We'll go ahead and go through the door. We'll find more of those guys. I hope I become famous. Punchinello. Because he said he was hoping by defeating Mario that he would become famous. Okay, we're going to do this smart now. Will a regular fireball be enough to take these out? Yes. Don't miss the timing. Good. I can't help being roguish. It's how I am. Oh gosh, this is gonna hurt. Oh good, you can actually block it. But 37 points of damage blocking it. That's definitely one of the stronger attacks at this point. And level up for Gino. Let's see. I guess we're going with attack. HP, I mean. The hunger. Oh, for some food. That would be Belome. Oh yeah. I want to be a world-class baker. That would be Chef Torte? if I can help it, attacking you because you gave good money. And in fact, let's use a Lucky Jewel. And it's not going to be super strong, but I'm going to use a regular jump. Because there's something about the jump attack that I had kind of forgotten. If you... oh gosh, there's a special one? Oh, I wish I had noticed that. But if you repeatedly use jump, it will eventually become stronger. Like, every 2 or 3 uses of it, it gains an extra point in strength. And you can increase its strength by... I forget how much, but after 255 uses, it maxes out in strength. However, now that I know that's your thing, we're using Super Jump. Don't run. No! Ah! What a waste. Well, the Lucky is still gonna get some use. Even if we ultimately only was able to defeat one enemy. Yeah, I guess. I need to go after some more of these enemies, actually. Because there's... I'm going to keep doing this until it stops running. But there is one enemy here that you can only encounter... I was about to say... Why did the gecko suddenly attack first? Because it's special. But there's one enemy that only appears here. I forgot to recover my MP. How unfortunate. There is one enemy here that only spawns within a specific battle. And it does not spawn on the map. If only we had a sleep spell. We eventually get a sleep spell, but we don't have one quite yet. Oh wait, we got a sleepy bomb. Huh. The Lucky Jewel has a finite use. Enemies do not wake up from special attacks. Also, that's adorable. try the timing on this again. Don't think I got it yet. I can't tell if I'm getting in it or not. Alright, cool. I'll save that triple move for another fight. Missed me. It is surprising that they kept that mistranslation. I'm pretty sure it's a mistranslation. I feel like it would be... I missed instead? I was really hoping that would be boosted money. A lot of experience points, though. About time I started making use of these things. Please let Mallow find his way home. Why, this wish is... It's for my mom and dad. They're wishing for me to come home. Sniffle. This isn't the time to be crying. They're waiting for me to come home. Come on, Mario. You've got a busy schedule to keep. I'll make you eat dust if you don't hurry. See? You're totally doing better at not being a crybaby. I want to be the best treasure hunter in the world. This one... I'm kind of guessing, but I think this is Croco. At the very least, in the original game, he's the one that gives you the signal ring to find hidden treasure. Alternatively, as Wario Land is suggesting, could be Jonathan Jones, but I'm not so sure on that one. He's not really actively treasure hunting. Ah! What the heck was that? Oh, it's a special enemy again. Okay, first things first. When the geckos use Fun and Run, that means they are going to run on their next turn. So, first things first. Oh wait, we got the triple attack. We should use that. This is the sort of battle I was saving that for. Ah, darn it. Alright, triple move. Healing Rainbow. Rainbow power greatly heals everyone. Can even revive down allies. That is not going to be helpful for this. How about with Geno? Spare us all. A shining veil protects the whole party from any one attack. Okay, apparently teaming up with Peach only attacks the enemy with Bowser. Never mind then. You threw a fish at me. My gosh, that attack hurts. Oh, hey, you get an extra attack because turn order difference between Mallow and Geno. I really need practice at this. I missed it. Alright, well, let's just use regular jumps now. Work on getting that powered up. Seriously, that is such a cute enemy. I might as well use this, right now. Are all the Peach's specials gonna be in the desert? That was kind of cute. Any one attack, you say? No instant death for you. Experience again? Fine. But I'm trying not to level up too quickly. I want some challenge out of this game after all. Although Peach does need a level. Like, seriously, you got such low HP, have all of it. And bring Mallow back in for the next team attack. I can't remember which enemy that last one spawns with. But it's either one of these thieves or a gecko. So I'll take a quick look for a gecko. There it is! The Master Doom. That is a name. And its name is actually kind of appropriate. Because it's got a pretty dangerous attack. I can't remember if I managed to find this enemy in my original playthrough. I think I did. Weak to fire, makes sense, it's undead. You're Master Doomed! Not quite the attack I was thinking of. I wanted to actually use that attack. Let's see it. Oh gosh! Forgot about that. Just in case. There, got the boost finally. Okay, that attack is kind of dangerous because he does the trunk raise and it makes me think that he's about to hit with his trunk rather than throw a bone. Yeah, like that. Oh wait, I just realized I don't have to wait for him to use that attack. We can actually look at it in the bestiary. So I'm kind of skipping ahead of here a bit. Also, hello there, Rikus. Welcome to the stream. So, Master Doom, 180 HP. A new third theory has arisen in the debate whether Master Dooms are mammoths or elephants, but the evidence for it is pretty bare bones. Badum-tish. Not the attack I was thinking of. But now I know what this attack is, because the Bunt Cake also used that attack. That was significantly changed from the original game. In the original game, it was Drain Beam, where this beam of light shines down on your party to cause damage to everyone. Now it's more of a water attack? Why? We'll look at the other monsters later. Let's move on. In fact, we're pretty much done here aside from finding the star. So, won't even bother with any more enemies. Except for these, because I want their money. Come here, you! Darn. They be fast. I want to help out my older brother Mario. Yeah, where is Luigi? Wish I could run faster. I'm second guessing whether the hope for a cute baby is from a Yoshi, because Yoshi talks in parentheses, but the mother-to-be did not. So this is definitely Yoshi, but if it's not one of the Yoshis who is hoping their baby is cute, who would it be? I honestly can't think of any other character in the game who has a baby. Unless they're talking about Might. I mean, Maddie is suggesting Raz and Rainy, but it's never implied that they have a kid. If I could just get that melody. That would be Todovsky. Mario, there's a star piece to be found. Hang in there. You are angry. Like, wow. And what do you think we're doing? We're looking for the star. Hint, hint, the star is on this map, so don't miss it. Couldn't they have changed the ground color to blue to represent we're on Star Hill? Also, I missed the growing star that is in the middle of that patch. Like this magical phantom star that got bigger with the more stars you collected. So a star piece fell here after all. We're actually getting a cutscene here. Where to next then? I think there's a place called Seaside Town up ahead. I hear that it's a busy resort town, so the people there might know something. Let's go see. Now this part is normal. You've come a long way, but your journey's not over yet. There are 3 more star pieces. And BT Dubs, that was the only star piece that does not require us fighting a boss first. I guess they figure, with how long the Mary Mork arc was, we needed an easy star. Well, the sound effect that plays when we go through that specific star door is no longer glitched. In the original game, it played 2 sound effects instead of the 1. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a break now. And when we come back from this break, we'll go ahead and head on to see Frog Fuchsius so he can tell us to go to this next town that we already unlocked.